The product that's being used here today is called EHC. It's a redox compound that we manufacture in the European Union using recycled materials in the form of zero-valent iron and hydrophilic organic carbon. And we use it for a range of contaminants such as chlorinated solvents. We have a PCE plume back here that we're treating, chlorinated pesticides, heavy metals immobilization, organic explosives. Recalcitrant contaminants is what we primarily work with this product. Employs four main mechanisms of action. The first one has to deal with the zero-valent iron chemistry. The second one revolves around the iron mineral precipitates, magnetite, green rust, for example. All of these are electron donors. In combination with the carbon source, soluble and insoluble carbons that we formulate specialty for each site. These are also electron donors. And the third mechanism of action that we employ there is the biological stimulation, biological dechlorination effect. Then lastly, we have a biostimulation zone, we call it, where we have basically the synergies of all these thermodynamics uniquely mineralizing contaminants in a very rapid and permanent manner without any scope for rebound. Well, naturally, we don't treat free product. We do treat low to medium range concentrations. The primary benefit we see is the regular mineralization of contaminants to a non-detect level. I think over here we're starting at something like 82,000 parts per billion. We're expected to go to 0.1, and we should expect to see that within 6 months, certainly. The carbon is engineered to last between 3 and 6 years. It seems like a wide variation, but it's contingent upon things like the speed of the groundwater flow and the level of concentration, but minimum 3 years, maximum 6 years. The iron will last between 5 and 15 years. As these slurries are in place, they do not move. They'll stay where they're injected for long periods of time. But yes, theoretically, if you had a source zone that was continuing to feed your reactive zone that we're creating with the injection points, you would need to recharge and reintroduce the product. But I don't think that's the case in this situation. There's another strategy you could pursue, and that is to inject directly into the source zone, which can be a much more aggressive approach of bioremediation, and we do that as well. All right, perhaps a little bit on what's happening behind me in terms of the field injection activities. We have the EHC product delivered in 25-kilogram bags, which are then emptied into this mixing tank. They're using a power drill steering unit to create a slurry that's 25–30% solids. I think it's right at 30% solids, which is the recommended viscosity. And they've got a geoprobe unit, which is a high-quality injection rig back there that is injecting the slurry at I think about 93 liters per hour. We're going to be injecting every half a meter from the top down in this particular aquifer. Total of about 837 liters of the slurry per injection point as we go to about 9 meters. That's equivalent to about 250 kilograms of EHC powder, or 10 bags. There's a very sophisticated pressure-activated tip that they're using. At a certain pressure, it opens up and reveals some injection holes that the slurry is then laterally injected into the aquifer through. Let off the pressure, the tip closes, and you can push down to your next injection interval. We'll be monitoring this groundwater flow, which is about 1 meter per day. We've got a monitoring well that's about 8–10 meters away, the last monitoring well. And so within 6 months, we should probably see, we're expecting to see, either non-detect or extremely low mineralization. The array of monitoring wells that they've engineered on this site. We've got 2 different aquifers. We've got a monitoring well upstream, in the middle, and about 8 meters downstream, 2 downstream. So 4 monitoring wells for each aquifer. There's a total of 8 monitoring wells that we'll be taking data points out of over the course of the next 1 to 6 months.